Right, everybody, good morning and welcome.
It is a well-researched fact that a mare contributes 60 to 70% of the attributes of the foal. It has also been noted that it takes generations of breeding to exceptional, proven stallions to breed a Grand Prix horse if one starts with an average mare. Therefore, at 334, we breed from an unrivaled group of selected performance-tested mares that have competed at Grand Prix and World Cup level. Our minimum criteria is that a mare must have at least been successful at 1.40 m level. By doing so, we significantly improve our chances of producing a horse of at least the quality of the dam. We improve our chances of producing a sound horse, as the dam needed to be sound to compete at the highest level. And lastly, we have the luxury of mating the mare with a stallion that complements her conformation and her performance traits, which would have been impossible had we not seen the mare compete. By meticulous attention to detail of the breeding, growth and development of our future champions, under the watchful eye of our world-class team, I am sure we can provide you with a horse to fulfill your show jumping dreams and aspirations.
Cheval Liberté et Motion Designer.
Dis 'n karre. Test drive the new Toyota BZ4X.
Okay, come, let's go.
This thing is quick though.
Oh, shucks.
I think this thing is too beautiful to take to the farm.
Should be fine. It's a Toyota.
Not every athlete runs one race. Some jump, some gallop, some turn, sprint, and endure. Different disciplines, one demand, reliable energy. E-Pole All Sports Horse Pellets provide balanced performance nutrition to support stamina, strength, and better recovery across a wide range of sport. Because true athletes don't specialize in excuses. They perform wherever the challenge is. E-Pole All Sports Horse Pellets. Fuel the athlete.
You're going to realize it one day. That happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all of those who came before you. It was never about being like the others. One day you're going to see it, that happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart, and following it wherever it chose to go.
At EquiFeeds, nutrition is our passion. With decades of expertise behind every formula, we produce scientifically balanced feeds designed to support health, strength, and peak performance. We source only quality raw ingredients and manufacture locally under strict quality controls, ensuring consistency, safety, and trust in every bag. From rising stars to seasoned champions, big or small, we feed them all. EquiFeeds. Feeding for performance.
AZN is going to kick us off. Good morning, Jamie. Just a quick note that first prize is sponsored by Hilldrop Hospital, Newcastle. Thank you kindly to Hilldrop Private Hospital in Newcastle for their sponsorship of this class.
I need to get there to close the gates.
Radio. Thank you very much to Jamie and Barton House Japadoo finishing up the Dressage test. One store competitors. And next up with a call time of 9 o'clock will be Adrian McDonald Hutchison and Condor Pendulum. Adrian is from the Gauteng, so we say good morning to our first out-of-province competitor. Welcome to KZN, and we wish you all the best. All the people at the restaurant, spectators and stallholders as well, we say good morning to you and welcome to day number 1 of the Toyota Youth Champs here at Durban Shogweni. Today, of course, the eventing starts. We have the dressage and the country group today. Tomorrow, the show jumping, and then, of course, Monday, all the fireworks start.
It's not live. It's only when we've got the commitment on the way and you'll be switching it on and then as so thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Adrian and Condor Penelope, all the way from Gauteng, finishing up in their dressage test. Once again, of course, thank you very much to our two judges,
Sorry, they're taking a seat, but they do know that you
Weir
can't.
and Wager. Next up in our one-star dressage is Haiku. And Haiku is written by Mila Malherba, all the way from Gauteng.
Well, welcome to the Jane Latimer Arena. This is our CCN one-star junior class. Already in, we've had Jamie Welsh and Adrian MacDonald Hutchison. And coming into the arena now is Mila Malherba riding Haiku. And she is representing Gauteng. Let me tell you a little bit about Mila. She's 14. She's at Ballou College, just around the corner from Kyalami. And she's coached by an Olympian, Paul Hart, and JJ Kemp. So this is our elite riders, 4 of them. Actually 3, because Jamie Welsh is riding 2 horses. And she'll be in last in this class. She opened up on Bodenhausen Yapadu, representing KwaZulu-Natal. So 2 riders from Gauteng. Adrian MacDonald Hutchison has just finished on Gondor Penelope. And this is Mila Malherba on Haiku. Haiku looking nicely turned out this morning, known as Hikes, Kicks or Poodle. The horse is 13 years old, and it's a South African warm blood cross. This is Mila's first junior horse. She did the 95 centimetres at SA Champs last year. Been riding since she was 2 years old, when she used to sit on her mum's lap and canter around on her mare. It's a gorgeous morning here at Shongweni. The shadows are starting to depart from the Jane Latimer, and it's going to be a hot day. It's probably going up to 25, 26. And remember, folks, this is midwinter in KwaZulu-Natal. Who'd want to live anywhere else? I think you can see the experience of this combination. And they also compete in equitation, dressage, showing and show jumping. And when she's not on a horse, Mila's a swimmer and a hockey player. She says she practiced them at school when her schedule allows. Yes, that's what it means when you own a horse. Everything else has to take second place. coming towards the end of her test now, Mila. And there is activity all over Shongweni. Last minute additions and subtractions from the cross-country course. Cross-country will begin at 11:30 this morning. And we've also got 3 dressage arenas going simultaneously. And a nice halt to finish the test. A little bit of applause for Mila Malherbe and Haiku.
And now 1-star dressage.
For
Last
the
but not least, representing KZN, we will have Jamie Walsh. And Jamie rides Kilmakia.
For those who don't know, by the way, a haiku is a Japanese poem of 17 syllables. 3 lines, 5, 7, 5. There is no word in Japanese for near enough.
So, a couple of minutes.
Right, we'll have a little bit of a break because Jamie Welsh is still warming up on her second horse, Kilmakia. We'll be back shortly.
What matters more, tradition or the horse?
The horse. And the rider.
You may only ride in one saddle for the rest of your career. Which do you choose?
Aeroplus.
Roberto Razzia. Why did he start Aeroplus?
Because riders deserved something new.
Thank you. I think you'll fit in well here.
It starts long before the spotlight, early mornings, a goal in mind, from stable to showground, across cities and continents, carrying more than a horse, carrying passion and partnership. With the right cover in place, every journey is protected, because you don't travel alone. Cuda, in your corner, in every corner of the world.
There's nowhere to shop. What? For the past 26 years, Tech and Talks has been bringing you the best of the best tech from both European and local markets. Premium helmets and safety gear, check. Expert saddle fitters, check. Everyday riding staples, always, check. Bags, spurs, bridles, boots, body protectors, check, 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 check. Equipment that performs, check. And style that can't be beat, check. Rubber stamped.
Escape to Windfall Wines in Robertson, where handcrafted wines and sweeping vineyard views meet true Western Cape tranquility. Unwind in our peaceful cottage accommodation, nestled among the vines. From gentle hiking trails through the landscape to refreshing dips in the pool and quiet moments of play, all best enjoyed with a glass in hand. Windfall Wines. Taste the fortune. Stay for the serenity.
Once again, big thank you to Hilldrop Hospital in Newcastle. They have sponsored the first prize money. So thank you very much to Hilldrop Private Hospital in Newcastle.
Our last rider in the CCN 1 Star coming into the arena now, and on her second mount, this is Jamie Welsh on Kilmakia. Coached, of course, by her father, Douglas, who is also the course designer for the cross country. Jamie giving Kilmakia a good warm-up because she hasn't had too much time on him. She was in first in the CCN 1 Star class riding Bodenhausen Yapadu, and both of her horses sponsored by Thirsty Water, which of course comes from the Drakensberg, a local KZN product. You're watching the CCN 1 Star at the Toyota Youth Championships, National Championships at Shongweni. And this is Jamie Welsh on Kilmakia. Jamie's in her matric year at St John's in Pietermaritzburg, but hails from Newcastle. Fearless rider in the cross country. It's only ever really a case of her trying to protect her dressage score. For those of you following this, this is the 1 Star Dressage Test B, and from entrance to final salute, approximately 4.5 minutes. And as ever, the judges will be looking for those transitions. probably like to see Kilmakia a little bit more down on the bit. Short turnaround for these one-star horses, with the cross-country starting in about 2 hours from now. The one-star riders will be going out first in the cross-country, and then we'll be going down the classes from top to bottom. Jamie's been riding one star for a number of years now. I believe she's gone up as high as 3-star as well. 3-star not offered at the Toyota Youth Championships this year. Just watching Jamie ride down the far side and seeing that there's hardly a breath of wind. Flags are hanging limp. Perfect temperature right now, but it's going to get hot. Well, job done for Jamie Welsh and Kilmakia.
Jamie, of course, representing Dressage, and that is a wrap for our one-star Dressage. Well, thanks to all our competitors in the class. Once again, a big thank you to Hilltop Private Hospital in Newcastle.
Hello, Mom will not be appropriate now.
Next up, we move on to the 2026 Equine Equilibrium event in South African Junior Novice Championship EV95. The test is the ESA EV95 Test B 2023.
So Jamie leaves the arena, and next class will be the 95 Junior Eventing, and due in first will be Riley Mears from Gauteng. We'll wait for the 95s.
Riley representing Gauteng and the Western Cape. First up.
motion designer.
Dis 'n kar as al. Test drive the new Toyota BZ4X.
Okay, come, let's go.
Take the BZ4X to the farm.
Let's go to the farm. I'm not too sure about that.
I don't know. Help out with the farm work.
Oh my goodness, really?
Of die heining gaan regmaak.
Fix the fence. Let's go racing.
If jy ain't first, die last.
Do you think we're done after this, or do you think there's another challenge?
In competition, there is no time to wait for energy. Every stride, every turn, every second counts. E-Pole competition horse cubes deliver the instant power your horse needs to respond faster, move sharper, and perform when it matters most. With higher starch, for rapid energy release, it's designed for horses working at competitive intensity. Because in the arena, responsiveness wins rounds. E-Pole competition horse cubes, sharper, faster, ready to respond. Fuel the athlete.
Yeah, it looks like we're ready to kick into action. The 2026 Equestrian Eventing South Africa Junior Novice Championship EV95. The test is the ESA EV95 Test B of 2023. Our first rider has joined us in the arena, Riley Mears, riding Counterfeit. Riley rides for Gauteng.
So it's time for the 95s. This is the eventing junior 95s in the Jane Latimer Arena. First in, rider number 5, Riley Mears, representing Gauteng and riding Counterfeit. Our dressage judge here in the Jane Latimer is the vastly experienced Eleanor Weir, who goes all over the world judging dressage. Lovely to see her here at the Toyota Youth Championships at Shongweni. And I saw a little chat between Eleanor and Riley, quite an extended chat at the start where the rider came to introduce herself, and I'm just wondering whether there might have been a discrepancy around the test. But as it is, everything's good right now. Counterfeit nicely turned out this morning. Let's just watch this transition. For you non-dressage people, that might have seemed a little bit slow. And that's about the hardest thing that the rider has to do, to try and stop the horse from going too far forward. That's a reasonable leg yield there. You can see how the horse wants to go forward. This is a horse that was born for cross country. Now, as she comes up the centre line here, watch the leg yield right and compare it to the leg yield left. It looks a lot smoother. Now back into the working canter. Just looking to lengthen the canter, that's nicely done. So the half circle to take them back onto the centre line, and then we'll be looking for the quality of the turn, the balance, the straightness on the centre line, and the willingness of transition. Just didn't quite get square at the end there, but immobility shown in the halt. So that's our first rider done in the eventing Junior 95s, Riley Mears of Gauteng.
Next up, we have Layla Duffy. Layla rides Twilight Zone and comes all the way from the Western Cape. Once again, thank you very much.
We'll take a short break while we wait for Layla Duffy of the Western Cape.
Spectators, good morning and welcome to day one of the Toyota SA Youth Champs 2026. We are in 2 days of eventing before all the chaos starts with show jumping, dressage and all the rest. From Monday, we have a full week's worth of activities, so we hope that you all join us for more of the action. Nice to have you with us. Also, if you have friends and family chilling at home or across the country, do let them know that Equilive is with us and they are streaming, so you can hop onto YouTube on their channel and catch all the action on the Equilive channel.
Going to realize it one day. That happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all of those who came before you. It was never about being like the others. One day you're going to see it. That happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart, and following it wherever it chose to go.
High Fiber 13% meal is specifically formulated with high roughage content to support digestive health and promote natural saliva production. Saliva naturally helps buffer stomach acid, supporting horses prone to gastric discomfort and digestive sensitivity. Molasses-free and maize-free for horses requiring controlled energy intake. Ideal for horses requiring low energy, high fiber nutrition, and controlled conditioning support. Fortified with vitamins and minerals and formulated with quality fiber sources including chaffed teff. Equifeeds, feeding for performance.
What matters more? Tradition or the horse?
The horse. And the rider.
You may only ride in one saddle for the rest of your career. Which do you choose?
Aeroplus.
Roberto Razzia. Why did he start Aeroplus?
Because riders deserved something new.
Thank you. I think you'll fit in well here.
It starts long before the spotlight. Early mornings. a goal in mind, from stable to showground, across cities and continents, carrying more than a horse, carrying passion and partnership. With the right cover in place, every journey is protected, because you don't travel alone. Cuda, in your corner, in every corner of the world.
Council.
And we're back with the Junior 95s. Second rider in this morning is Madison Lanzoni, representing KwaZulu-Natal. Madison is 17 years old. She's homeschooled and coached in Maryvale, Howick, by Jordan Boswell and Carol Nurden. Carol, of course, regular here at Shongweni on her own horses, but does such great work in Maryvale, looking after so many of the riders from that part of the world. They're members of the Howick Carcliffe Pony Club, ditto. Madison's riding King's Council, or KC as he's known, a 9-year-old thoroughbred who Madison says is terrified of sheep. He loves chutney cheddars and has a thing for chestnut mares. This is just their second season eventing, but They've won lots of things in other disciplines. 25 and 26 open working riding champions. 26 open working hunter champion. 2026 champion thoroughbred show horse. And won his first 95 centimetres at Treverton. Madison's been riding since she was 5 and is working her way through her Equasa coaching modules. Got her first pony when she was 6. Chocolate, who was adopted from the Coastal Horse Care Unit. And while we're thanking people, we should thank the horse care units, not just here in KwaZulu-Natal, but all over the country, who do such sterling work for the animals that we love so dearly. This is the leg yield left that we're watching. Would have liked to see a little bit more definition there. Nice canter. And there's the transition to the working trot. Half circle right, 10 meters diameter. And then the half circle left, ditto. Now the right hand leg yield, let's see how this one goes. Yeah, I would say that's a better one than her left side. Now as she turns here, watch for the lengthening of the canter. That's nicely done. Looking for balance and a bend, and showing the lengthening of the stride and the frame. Now she goes back to working trot. One final turn, and then we'll be looking for the straightness on the centre line. And let's see how the halt works. Yeah, well done. Madison Lanzoni and KC representing KwaZulu-Natal.
Next into the arena will be Lena Price, and she rides Carlisle's Anouk. Lena rides for Gauteng.
How's the rest of the family? Okay, I'll see you during the day.
Next in is Lenya Price on Carlisle's Anouk, and she is representing Gauteng. The horse is owned by Casey Lee Smith. This is rider number 8, and this is the eventing 95 junior section. This is our third rider in. Another 5 in this class. Sadly, Layla Duffy of the Western Cape has scratched. Now turning down the centre line and looking for that left leg yield. And that looks okay. A lot of horses struggle on either one or the other, so we'll wait and see what the right hand leg yield looks like. Now the working canter. We'll be looking for lengthening of the canter, and there it is. So she's done her 2 half circles and now the working canter right. The leg yield right, I should say. I'd say not quite as fluent as the left hand one. Continuing our eventing junior 95s, and coming into the arena now is Mila Erlank on Mullins Reef, representing KwaZulu-Natal. Mullins Reef is owned by Christine de Beer, and Mila is coached by Claire Harams and the great Heidi Kane, our world champion. Heidi, based here at Shongweni, and has been such a step up for so many young eventers in particular, that knows so much about the game. Mila is 15 years old, and Mullins Reef is a year older than the rider, a thoroughbred. Let's see how they go. Now a loop through X, continuing on track to K. Now into the medium walk. And at B, she'll do a half circle left, 20 meters diameter. And look for lengthening of the reins and allow the horse to stretch. Now we look for that leg yield. Nice working canter. Transition to working trot wasn't bad. Half circle right, followed by the half circle left. And Mila and Mullins Reef nicely in control. Now let's check the leg yield right coming up. I'd like to see a little bit more flexion, but not bad. Now watch for the lengthening of the canter here. Judges are looking at that lengthening and at the frame of the horse. And the transition right in front of the judge. And nicely done to working trot. And the rider has got about another 30 seconds before she can breathe again. Rider and horse are well applauded there. And that's the end of the test for Mila Erlank and Mullins Reef, representing KwaZulu-Natal. Well done to them. Next in should be Casey Lee Smith, riding Assegai Rejoice, and representing Gauteng.
Casey Lee Smith, riding Assegai Rejoice. Casey Lee rides for Gauteng.
Right, little change in the running order. This is rider number 11, Piper Weisbrot, riding Lily Long Socks and representing the Eastern Cape. And lovely to see. We've got a few riders up from the Eastern Cape.
Into the arena comes Casey Lee Smith. She rides Assegai Rejoice, and Casey Lee rides for Gauteng.
So, coming into the arena now, Piper Weisbrot, representing the Eastern Cape. She's at St Dominic's Priory in Gqeberha, and she's coached by Kate Roberts and Amare Brits. She's got two horses in the eventing. Humble is in the 85s, and this is Lily Longsocks in the junior 95s. Lily is a 7-year-old chestnut, and you'll see that this is someone we'll be keeping an eye on, because this partnership has won a lot of things. The junior novice title in working riding at Youth Champs last year, And this partnership has just moved up to medium level dressage together. She's also won the national highest ranking novice working riding horse and rider in 2025 and countless provincial titles across showing, dressage and eventing. So a true all-rounder, that's what we're looking for, of course, in eventing. Piper's eventing goal is to get to 3-star, and she wants to get up to 1.30 m in show jumping before she ages out of juniors. She's 16 at the moment, and she's one level away for advanced level dressage. And I think you're seeing that with what's in the arena right now. She wants to win a few titles, but most important goal, she says, is to have a happy and healthy horse. Horses who love their jobs and love their rider. Lily's a bit fresh this morning. Here comes that leg yield. Nice transition in front of the judges. Long way from home, this partnership, all the way from Geberge. Yeah, the right leg yield looks a lot better than the left. Oh, Lily's a little bit fresh this morning. Let's see if she can give us a nice halt. There we go. That's Piper Weisbrot and Lily Longsocks. If you're hearing different names through the announcer, it's because he doesn't know that Casey Lee Smith was not in the arena there. So that was Piper Weisbrot on Lily Longsocks representing the Eastern Cape. Due in next is Hannah Harrison on Zaydas Dream representing Gauteng.
Again, a big thank you to Equine Librium, who have sponsored this class, the EV95 class. Next up will be a Piper Weisbrot, and Lily Longsocks is her horse's name. Piper rides for the Eastern Cape. Thank you very much to Piper and Lily Longsocks. Piper representing Eastern Cape. Right, time for us to say good morning to Hannah Harrison. Hannah and Sides Dream ride for Gauteng. Our second class rider in our EV95 Test B 2023.
Coming in now, the penultimate rider in the 95 eventing class, and this is Hannah Harrison representing Gauteng. She's riding Sides Dream, otherwise known as Dremlin. It's an 11-year-old thoroughbred, and she says a little bit of a miracle horse. It survived a colic operation and went on from there to become an eventer, and has exceeded every expectation. It's a big couple of days coming up for this combination, because Hannah's turning 18 on the 8th of July, and this is her last junior show. So we wish her all the best of luck, and keep an eye on this combination. They've won the 95 junior championship in 2025 and winners of the Sanisa Inanda Country Base 95 junior and high school class. Hannah says that Dremlin is a little bit cheeky, but he's got a big heart and always gives his all. They want to try and go 1 star one day. And Hannah's also competing at Youth Champs with her dressage horse, Almost Unreal, better known as Zorro. And they'll be competing in the Small Tour Pre-St. George's. That's the highest level offered at Youth Champs. And has also qualified for the Open Dream. So this is a rider that knows a little bit about dressage. And I think you're seeing that. She's in her matric year at Baloo, coached by the one and only Debbie van Veek. Nicely turned out. You'll see the little red bow in the tail, warning people to stay away from the rear end. Nice fluent leg yield. Half circles were neatly done. Now she'll turn up the centre line and show us that leg yield right. Yeah, nice. See the tail flick at the transition to working canter. Now let's see that canter lengthen. Nice control and a good transition there to the working trot. Coming to the end of a good test for Hannah Harrison and Zada's Dream. I think just a little bit of a wobble in the final movement there. Yeah, she'll be disappointed after a good test at that ending. But that is Hannah done, and I think everybody from Gauteng will be proud of that test. And we've got one more rider to come now, and that'll be Esther van Eerden representing KwaZulu-Natal. This is Esther van Heerden on Manchado Spitfire. Esther is at St Anne's. Running in Appaloosa. This is the last of our 95 riders. In the junior section, we'll be moving into the 95 ponies next. There are 3 riders in that, and of course we'll be changing the arena from 60 by 20 to 40 by 20, so there'll be a little bit of a break. A reminder that you're watching the Toyota National Youth Championships at Shongweni. We're in the Jane Latimer Arena, the main show jumping arena here at Shongweni, and at 11:30 we'll be starting the cross country. The one-star riders will be out first. Defending champion on Yappadoo is Jamie Welsh. And this is Esther van Heerden on Manchado Spitfire, representing KwaZulu-Natal. The leg yield right, a little bit better than the leg yield left. Transition was a little bit scruffy. Reminder that you can follow the scores on the Eventing South Africa website. And we'll have the dressage scores through, hopefully in time for the start of the cross country, so everybody knows where they stand. Just coming down the centre line to finish is Esther van Heerden on Manchado Spitfire. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, just a little bit reluctant there. And that concludes the Eventing 95 Juniors. We'll move into the pony class next, and there'll be a 10-minute break while we shorten the arena.
Thank you, of course, also to our judges, to Eleanor Weir and Claire Wager, along with scribes Janet Foster and Carlos Drucken. Next up here in the Jane Latimer Arena, we move on to the 2026 Toyota Eventing South Africa Pony Rider Championship EV95. Test is the ESA Pony Rider EV95 Test B. The arena size will be adjusted to 40 by 20.
Friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town. That digs on me.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, I could tell you rock, I could tell by your charm. Far as girls, you got a flock, I could tell by your charm and your arm, but I'm looking for the one. Have you seen her?
Escape to Windfall Wines in Robertson, where handcrafted wines and sweeping vineyard views meet true Western Cape tranquility. Unwind in our peaceful cottage accommodation, nestled among the vines. From gentle hiking trails through the landscape, to refreshing dips in the pool, and quiet moments of play, all best enjoyed with a glass in hand. Windfall Wines. Taste the fortune, stay for the serenity.
Test drive the new Toyota BZ4X.
Okay, come, let's go. Good seat warmers, you know. It's so nice.
Here's your bum out.
Yep.
Let's go. This thing is like a transformer, so you're pressing buttons here, this thing is going to lift off.
Goes all the way
You'll
back.
be able to turn in here, and the speedo.
Oh, there it changes to a normal one.
I see you.
Oh, what a view.
Performance demands energy, but too much starch can come at a cost. Nervous energy, hot behavior, digestive stress, ulcers that hold athletes back. E-Pol Cool and Perform delivers grain-free performance nutrition designed to support gut health while powering the athlete. E-Pol Cool and Perform 12%, performance without the compromise. Protect the gut.
You're going to realize it one day. That happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all of those who came before you. It was never about being like the others. One day you're going to see it, that happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart, and following it wherever it chose to go.
I'm Douglas Welsh. I'm the course designer for South African Junior Championships and Children's Championships here in Shogweni near Durban, and we have brilliant weather. We're really lucky to be here. We have a fantastic venue for eventing, and I'm going to take you through some of the course today. Here I'm standing at the start. Down there is the start box. We're starting out of that white box there. The riders will start from a standing start, and they'll come down to jump number 1, which is right in front of us. Thereafter we go down to number 2, which is down there. There's another big brush fence. That's measuring 125. We then follow on round here. Number 3, when we get to number 3, it's a bit more complicated because there's a bank involved. And you see this one is just a bank without a drop. Without a drop, so the drop the horse has to jump. So it'll land. So she's worked out where the horse is going to land. Now she's working out how many strides to the jump. The 2 offset gates at angles. The A and B is for the 95 championship. We always have ditches and water and banks and some strange things that horses don't generally jump. So this is a water jump, and quite an easy one. It's a little pond, so it's quite natural. There's no banks, there's no buildings or anything attached to it. And the horses will generally go in there quite nicely. But the little classes, the horses will go, oh my goodness, we don't know how deep the water is, so do we want to put our feet in there? All the jumps are different shapes and sizes, but where the test really comes is we make skinny fences. Now, this is early, it's still number 6. I've given them a skinny fence, but it's actually a wide fence. By putting the bales, I'm forcing them to jump only between 1.5 meters crossing. So it's quite easy, but it's opening the eyes of what's going to come later, because I've got lots of skinnies coming for the championship class. Now that's what cross country is about. A nice big steep bank and a jump at the bottom. For the championship class, I've got them over this bank complex here with a related distance, whereas all the ones are lower level, they'll have much easier levels of jumping. Get me in down here. That's a big jump. And it's what I term a rider frightener. Okay, horses, if the riders ride it properly, horses will generally jump it properly. Because the horse is relying on the rider saying this is going to be hard and we need more effort and more jump, and this is one of those that they need more effort, more jump. If you go up too fast, you could miss the fence. Go up too slowly, you run out of steam, the horse end up trotting. So you've got to get the hill right. Just a simple log oxer to a step up where you're landing at the same height as you jump, and then a 90-degree turn to a skinny fence. Okay. This is what we term a let-up fence. It's not a hard fence, it's easy to jump, it's in the open, it's clear what the question is. It might be a big jump, but it's not technical. So the horses can riders and horses will take a breather here and just come at the same speed and let the horse jump out of his rhythm. Without forcing any balance, anything, you can jump this very normally. So I've built a corner fence. So we're going around the corner to the right, and the way I've built it, I have to jump it on the left. So the chances of coming around this corner, the momentum's going to be going out. So I'm saying, be careful, your horse is going to run out to the left. slow down and ride it carefully. Those that come around not carefully, got to get caught out of this jump. About 3 or 4 strides in between each obstacle. But if I put an ABC, they can't circle. They have to jump a straight line. If they circle, they get penalized. 20 penalties as a stop. So if hypothetically they're going over here, and the water will be a lot fuller tomorrow, if they go over here, the horse goes, oh, water, and slows down, and they get a bit unseated, they have to keep going to the next fence. And so on, right to the end. So there's no break of the intensity. Yeah, there's my last big question, or second last big question. I'm heading home. I've got 25% left of my course to do. Now I'm asking all the hard questions. Horse is going to be tired, rider's going to be tired. They start making mistakes. Ask some hard questions and see what happens. You'll see tomorrow, the water will get up to about here. So these horses are landing just about into the water. Okay, but that's tomorrow. This drains unfortunately rather quickly. So we put it in here for the course walk so everybody sees there's water, but we'll fill it up properly tomorrow morning. Okay. Well, in keeping with the fact that we had a water jump, an upside down boat's kind of a normal thing to jump over. So that's what we got here on the way out of the water. Then you carry on straight, and I think you got 5 or 6 strides down to that log oxer. In other words, once again, quite intensive. They keep coming at you, and you've got to be on your case and stay balanced and in rhythm. And they ride very easy. You'll see some people make this thing sick. It's not a question. But if somebody gets unbalanced, it could be a nightmare. How many? 4. 4 going. So she says 4 going means it's a bit long. And she's got horses with big stride, which means if she wants to do that in 4, she's going to land and just keep going, put her legs on and go at this thing. Okay. No pulling, no fiddling around, nothing. She's going to land and stay absolutely straight and in a line. Okay. This is the last real big question on this course. I've got 2 fences left to get us home to the finish, and I'm in a position to ask a very big question here. It's normally a lot of spectators in this area, and so we put our prime jumps here. So horses are tired, riders are tired. Now I've got 2 steps down. I refer to them as steps because they're small banks. They're not big bank drops. They're at about a meter 20, the banks, directly into a locked on combination of skinny fences. So they have to get this stride pattern absolutely right. Go and ask her what she's going to do here.
I'm Jamie Walsh, and I'm one of the 1-star riders in the competition this weekend. I'm sponsored by Thirsty, and I'm going to show you a bit how I'm going to ride this combination. So this is a step down, 2 strides, 2 down the step again, 2 strides to the horse heads. Now it's a bit tricky because you have to think about the striding, and if your horse is going to jump down further than if you're going to do 1 stride in here, because you have to get the striding correct. Otherwise you get too deep to this jump and then your second jump becomes an issue. So if the horse jumps down far, you have to adjust and make sure that they get to the jump in the correct distance. If they jump down too short, then you'll have to push them so that they get to the correct distance so that the B becomes easier.
Johannesburg, coached by Kelly Slater and Joanne Achterberg, and she's 13 years old, riding a thoroughbred Welsh cross with a famous lineage, because Sonny is the grandson of Dimmock Dragonfly, whose owner, Delia Gardner, owned Dragonfly and bred many beautiful ponies at Sun Valley Stables back in the day. Happy to say, all of you who keep asking, she's still going strong at 84 years old, Delia, and still very involved in Sonny's journey. Sonny took to eventing from the first show we did together, says Zara, and loves outrides and galloping. They won the 90 centimetre show jumping challenge and the Gauteng PR 85 championships. Zara's in the open equitation team as well at these championships, and the metre 20 show jumping team. So an all-round rider, that's what we're looking for in eventing. And a nice dressage test here. from Zara. As I see Sunny coming towards me, I can see Dragonfly in my mind's eye. Remember that if it's got a little bit of Welsh pony in it, it's got a little bit of original sin. And these ponies teach their riders so much as they move up the ranks. Nice transition there at the top. A little bit early with the working trot. Coming to the end of the test. And well done. Lovely finish to that test from Zaragoza on Set for Sunshine. Delia Gardner will be proud of both of them.
This is the 2026 Toyota Vending South Africa Pony Rider Championship, EB95. Next in will be Courtney Germain riding Royal Teddy, and Courtney rides for KZN.
Next in is Courtney Germain riding Royal Teddy and representing KwaZulu-Natal. This is the 95 centimetre pony rider class. Teddy Bear is a crossbreed, 20 years old, been there, done that. And the horse is the reason that Courtney is in eventing, because when she bought him, it was from an eventer, and she says since then she's fallen in love with the challenge that comes with it. She says that although he's 20, Teddy still loves his job, gives his all every time, big personality, lots of experience, and always keeps me on my toes. and knows how to test me. She says he's got a spicy side, but that's what makes him so special. Lovely to see riders in love with their horses. Beautifully down on the bit there. Courtney's 15 years old. She's studying at the IVA Global Online School, and she's self-coached with the help of her friend Jonathan De Beer, who is also here at Championships riding this week. Nice lengthening of the trot. Now let's have a look at the transition to the working canter. Nicely done. You can see that this pony is up for it. Full of life. Looking forward to seeing them in the cross country later. But that's a lovely test from Courtney Jabane and Teddy. Nicely done. Got one rider left in the 95 pony class, and that'll be Liv Gossard. And she'll be representing the Western Cape. Last in for the 95 pony class is Liv Gossard, and she is riding Damien Marley, known to all of his stablemates as Manny. Manny is a 10-year-old, and this is a multiple title-winning combination. They're the Western Province Open Show Jumping Champions, the Western Province Open Eventing Champions, and the South African Open Working Hunter Champions. And for all of that, Liv says that Manny is a bush pony who's become a legend, who loves carrots and fist pumps and will always do his very best when I'm on his back. She says she lives to ride, and Manny has taught her how to fly without wings. Liv's got 3 ponies at Champs this week, all in the open pony jumping class. She's coached by Amy Baines, and she says that her team and friends at Amira inspire her. Liv's 13, she's homeschooled and representing the Western Cape, and representing them quite beautifully. Look at the movement of this horse. Pony, sorry. Lovely transition in front of the judges, and if anything, Liv is just battling a little bit to stop Manny going too much forward. Look how beautifully down on the bit the pony is. Stunningly turned out this morning as well. Looking forward to seeing Manny in the cross country. You can see this horse wants to go forward. Manny's just come back to the rein better on the second half of the test. Well, you can hear the cheers from the travelling Western Cape contingent, who are all up on the hill in front of the main clubhouse. I think they recognise the quality that they've just watched. That really was lovely stuff from Liv Gossard and Manny. That ends the Pony 95 class, and now we'll be going back down to the juniors. The junior 65s will be next. So that'll be a half-hour break, and we'll wrap it up now from the Jane Latimer Arena.
Once again, a big thank you to all the sponsors of the show. Of course, our title sponsor, Toyota, big thank you. Equine Librium, Unicorn Tack, Lemire, Castrix, Jolly Ponies, Hilltop Private Hospital Newcastle, BCK Skills, the Shongweni Shows Eventing, Equine Transceiver Technique, Car Time, Just Property, Shoes, Henro,